What is going on, ladies and gentlemen to the tribe? How we doing? Ahoy, me Hades. How we doing? Faith on. How you doing, brother? We've just had the Booma Deer kit reveal. Your boy Scribbles put out a video on it already because I'm lightning quick. Just call me Lightning McQueen with the bald-headed sheen. Do you know what I mean? What's going on, Mol? How you doing, brother? Emmett, how you doing? We chilling out, maxing, relaxing. It ain't too taxing. Bush. Still playing way too much Helldivers? You and Karth playing way too many Helldivers. You are diving into the depths of far too much hell. Truth be told. Thank you, Mole. Appreciate you. What's going on, Emmett? What is going on? What is the happy haps today? What's going on, Tommy? Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the tribe. Doop, boop, boop. Boop, doop, doop. Needed them to fix your arc thrower. It's been crashing lobbies for a few days. Aw, mate. That sucks. Can't wait to see what madness awaits in TW. Hey, Kaichio. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I haven't actually seen who we've paired up against this TW. I should probably check that out. Checkity-check that before we rickety-wreck that. Oh, yeah. Let's see who we are up against. Beloved one, Axel, how you guys doing today? We are up against the old Dirty Blasters. Ha! No way. We're against old Dirty Blasters. That should be good. Pretty hyped for Blue Balls Brothers gameplay. Hell yes. Having so many blue balls. Ouch time. Yep, it's gonna be ouch time. Old Dirty Blasters. Logged in for the first time in 2 years. Hey, Law, how's it going, bro? It's been a while, mate. It's like a brand new game. A whole new game, buddy. Welcome back, dude. What's going on, History Team? The History Team. Yeah, there's been a lot that's changed, Law, in 2 years, dude. There's been a hell of a lot that's changed in 2 years, man. What was the last thing that released when you were here? Do. Old Dirty Blasters. For democracy. You're about to spread so much liberty right now. I'm sure Karthrak has been logged into Helldivers all day. All the livelong day. What are the global feats? I still need to do my video on global feats. Challenge Path Victory is... Nobody needs a guide for that. Nobody needs a guide for booting voice. Defeat 600 Bay1 battle droids. I've already got a video out on that, but I'll link to it. 20 battles with Lightside Mando surviving. Well, I need a new Datacron, so let's do that. Last thing you did was JML, but your buddy did a few things after and then must have stopped playing. Must have done. I don't know what he did with the account. I'll be honest with you, dude. No idea. No idea. How do you beat things on the golden path? What you do is you close your eyes and you roll your face over your phone. That usually does the trick. So, Mandalorians. Let's go in with an armorer lead because she is a sport character. And you, and you, and you, and yeah, let's literally take in the worst Lightside Mando team that we can. New Gungan hype indeed, FN. Thrawny, how you doing, brother? You never changed the name, so you're back in like you never left. Well, there you go, mate. There you go. What's a booming voice? What's a boomerang voice? Do you know what I mean? The final boss idea, Jedi worked for you. Awesome, Forrest. That's great, man. I'm glad. Hey, wow, we got to have the first turn. He who laughs first, laughs loudest, I hear. Let's throw it out. Oh, yeah, let's go into Whistly Birds. More AoEs. Come on, I just want one more turn with the armorer. Yeah, let's chop up Echo. Get wrecked. Alright. Well, might as well go over here. Whistly Birds all in on tech. Everybody dies. That seems to be a good way of getting it done. How's life in MC3 treating you? I don't know who you're talking to now. You're talking to Night Fox. Oh my gosh, yes. No, oh, well, that was good. We got a Datacron straight away. That's good. That's good. Don't make fun of my light side Mando team. Sorry, Emmett. Sorry, bro. The worst light side Mando team I could think of. It's so funny watching supports one-tap people with basics. Yeah, oh man, it's the best. It's the best. Like, Dash probably has to be my favorite. Dash just, like, melts face. Why is it giving me this as an advert? Yeah, sure, I'll activate the Conquest Pass Plus. Oh wait, I already have it. Weirdo. He is. Yeah, Dash is a support. You wouldn't think it, would you? You'd think he'd be an attacker. But no, he's a support that just blows the field apart. Let's see what we get. Some offense, some crit chance. I don't mind what we get here. Hey, Womprat, thanks for the resub, buddy. So we have a chance at getting either Sidious or we have a chance at getting Bane, right? Thank you so much, Womprat. Appreciate you, dude. 3 months of the Welsh one, thanks to Amazon Prime. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Haven't read the Booma kit. When does he land? Thursday, FN. Thursday. You got Sidious. Hilarious, even with my trash mods. I'd love to have Sidious. I'd love to have Sidious. I don't think that my light side Mandos will do too well here against these Geos. I have a feeling that the light side Mandos are going to get Shrek'd here, but let's try it anyway. Eli, how you doing? Dooku too? I've got 2 Dookus. I have 2 Dookus. And I don't like the Dooku-cron. I would rather have Trench. You fought the new Sidious Cron in Squad Arena? Slacker. Nice. Yeah, let's just go all in. I mean, that shows promise, I guess. If I can get that... Oh, man, we didn't get any. We didn't get any. Can I please get a turn with Bo? Huge. That might be able to save us. Potentially, maybe. But probably not. Wow. Yeah. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Let's see if we can just go all in GBA. No, did basically no damage. Alright, so this team is not cut out to beat the Geo node, unfortunately. It's just, can he do it? Save him. Not that that's really going to do much good for us. Yeah, she can one-tap, but it doesn't matter because she doesn't get enough turns, because I'm sure that GBA is going to loop back round to another turn before we get our attack again. Or is he? See, that's just... It's too much John DiMaggio. I do like how the damage immune character, because he's the weakest, is just taking all of the damage. I mean, I could try. You can do it, Bam. Hang on in there, buddy. It didn't work out so well. It did not work out so well. It's a little bit frustrating that Armorer can't put Beskar armor on herself. You'd think she could, right? You'd think she could. What's going on, Ace? Doop doop boop doop doop doodle doo. Malgus has been doing work for you at Gear 12 with DR, Marauder, Bastia, and Malak. Yeah, Malgus is great people, man. He's really powerful. What's Dooku's? It's trash. It's trash. You heard they're adjusting the refresh time for the marquee event so we don't get that extra half day? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. It means I'll need to get just a little bit more shards. A little bit more shard luck. Yeah, so this is what Dash does. This is what Dash does. It's rather funny. If we go dash, Let's just go Dash solo. I'm kind of no. Let's do this. Let's do this. You know, you do Dash and Cat. Am I going to be wailing on the new Gungan? Yeah. Well, I mean, we've raised £54 so far, so that pays for the marquee pack at least. Dash is good. Dash is just the best with Zealous Ambition. It's just so much fun. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, Eli. So we got one more kit to see if the Gungan... To see for Gungans before Jar... Yeah, one more, Kaicho. One more kit for Gungans. Yeah, so Dash is great for it. You've also got characters like Admiral Radus. He's also pretty good for it. Let's actually just go Rogue One. Rogwe One. These guys are all good for it. Don't forget the Jar Jar kit. I mean, that'll come afterwards, yeah. Yeah, Adrad does the exact same thing, basically. I never feel it's quite as powerful as Dash, but he does the exact same thing, essentially. Even against big bads like the Geos, you just go boop, and they all die. It's like, yay! Hydrate. Thank you, Mole. Appreciate you, brother. And who else is fun for it? Who else is fun for it? We like Sortie as well. Sortie droids is good. Sortie with some droids. You throw in like Chopper and BB-8 and T3 and well, we just used K2SO. Let's use L3. This is also exact same principle. Support character, leader's resolve, zealous ambition. AoE damage. That's just like you go in, you throw stuff, they die. The great thing about this as well is BB-8 is a support, Chopper's a support, T3's a support, L3's a tank. But you just go, hype! Ah, Sunfac survived, but R9 Chopper. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Do Dash Cat versus Queen Amidala? I did in my video guide. I did exactly that in my video guide. But I did Dash Cat with Sortie and Adrad and Bo-Katan Mandalore. I just threw them all in. What's going on, Shush? How you doing today? Who else could we see that's a support type potentially? I mean, yeah, well, we could do Phoenix as well. Phoenix does okay. I just won't take in Chopper, I'll take in Ezra. How you doing today, Shush? You okay, mate? What's everybody thinking about the new Booma kit? Sounds like it's going to be pretty powerful, to be honest. The Geos have invaded into Palpatine's office. You can do an AoE here. Prep. Lovely. And then they die. Now just call them in and assist and they'll assist and, you know, yeah, all this sort of good business. Specials just calling assists. Beautiful. Haven't read it yet, but excited. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got stacking armor pen and offense, which is always nice. 36. I need a lot more. Still can't believe we're close to Jar Jar. We are very close to Jar Jar. It's crazy to think, isn't it? If it isn't the scribe of the unmistakably gaming variety, that is right. I'm not scribe reading. I'm scribe gaming, although I do read some kits occasionally. So technically, does that make me scribe reading? Not comprehending, but certainly reading. If it isn't the scribe of the gaming variety, indeed. And chat, I do read the chat as well. That's absolutely true. There has been a new kit reveal, Luminous. There has indeed. I got a video out on it, like... When did I get the video out? I got the video out pretty quick. Pretty quick. I'm sure that it won't get loads of views because kit reveals for me don't. Well, kit reveals for most people don't get a lot of views. Kit reveals get a lot of views for Arnold. Because he just gets everybody going. But if everybody in this chat could go over to the kit reveal and leave a comment on it, that'd be amazing. How about that? I'll respond to your comments live. As bald and as beautiful as ever. I tried growing hair once. It was a mistake. Still waiting on that tank. No luck catching them tanks yet. I'm looking forward to this team. I wasn't fully on board in the beginning because I dislike Jar Jar. However, the team seems to be shaping into something interesting. Plus, I fully expect Gungans and Jar Jar to be needed for feats in the Conquest cycle. Oh, absolutely, without a doubt, Dreamer. I mean, come on. I mean, this is probably really insulting to Night Fox because he's like, Jar Jar is amazing. But hey. Arnold is probably away, so he didn't see it. Oh, is he really? I didn't realize. Beat Arnold, I think. I think I'm the first person to get out a kit reveal video, but people don't tend... I don't know why I really bother so much with the kit reveal videos. It's not like they get thousands of views. Scribe reads to adults. Scribe does adult reading. No, wait. Thank you, Administración. Administración San Rafael. Muchas gracias, hombre. There is a clinic in Turkey where you can get new hair, by the way. And they can sort out my teeth as well. Amazing. Booma looks good. Just hope I can get him 6-star on the first day and slow roll it for the week. Yeah, that's what I'm going for, Sibo. That's what I'm going for. Cosplay scribble win. Sounds like an easy one for me to do. I wish the Inquisitors had a different Omicron instead of all of them for TW. Yeah. Inquisitors got shot in the foot with their armies. Except for Reaver, of course. Presumably this will stop troopers from reviving in TB as well. Excellent. In TB... troopers reviving in TB? Yes, it should. Does it? I'm trying to recall if that... yes, it should. Yeah, it should, because you can prevent that revive with other people. Scribe does adult content. Yeah, no, wait. Hold up, Malcasel. Hold up. Saludos y que la fuerza la acompañe. Lo siento, administración. Solo hablo un poco de español. No mucho, ¿vale? Saludos y que la fuerza. Fuerza is fierce, isn't it? Strong. Oh, look, it's my comment. Jeremiah Harvey, you're absolutely right. Let's put this team on auto, shall we? All the Gungans for me. All your Gungans belong to me. Fuerza is force. Ah, right, okay. I thought fuerza was strong. Fuerza es la force? Sí, claro. Is he saying hello and may the force be with you? And strength too. Yeah, that's what clicks in my brain. When I see fuerza, I see something strong. Scribe teaches chat Spanish? I mean, it wouldn't be very good Spanish. I only understand a little Spanish. I can order my food and drink in Spanish, and that's pretty much it. I mean, all you really need to learn is una cerveza, por favor, y uno más. Y dos más, y tres más. ¿Me puede una cerveza, por favor? Dos pintas. ¿Tanca? No? Disregard my 4 years in high school. I didn't learn Spanish in high school, actually. I was taught French in high school. Can't remember it now. Arnold taught us Swigger calculus, so why doesn't Scribe teach us... Scribe try teaching languages? I'm pretty certain there are quite a few content creators that are much better at languages than I am. Una ración de jamón. ¿Jamón serrano? ¿Con un poquito de queso manchego? ¿También? Sí. We had the choice of French, German or Spanish. And you took Spanish for ibérico o serrano. Me gusta jamón ibérico, sí. Curado. Queso manchego o ovejo. Calvin Awesome speaks fluent Portuguese. That's impressive. That's impressive, man. Lolinda is Spanish and speaking it, so, I mean, yeah. It kind of helps if you're a native, you know, and I know that Infinum is Portuguese, so he speaks Portuguese. Lolinda, that's not one I've seen very, very often, but I have definitely seen him stream on Twitch. I'd love to be able to fluently speak a language. That'd be amazing. Much of his time in Brazil. That's awesome. And his wife is Brazilian. No way. Yeah, I do teach you about the beauty of kittens. That's very true. With re-rolling level 9 skill or just farm up another one? Shift down, that's a very good question, to be honest with you. I think in the early days of farming Conquest or Datacrons, I wouldn't say re-roll because it's way too expensive. In the early days, you're going to be farming up as many Datacrons as you possibly can, right? You're better to try and hit the level 9s that you need just by sheer volume and re-roll later. Lion's Den, how's it going, bro? I do feel like a poopy, what the hell? You're suffering through Latin right now. Latin! Alright, on Origin language. Lolinda is the biggest Spanish-speaking content creator in Swigger. Is he really, Darth Revan? That's awesome. That's awesome. He's probably got the market cornered for Spanish Swigger players. Maybe I could do the same thing for Welsh. You think I could be the Welsh Swigger streamer? About 6 people would show up. Former content creator Gridden also speaks fluent Portuguese. Grid spoke Portuguese. Loads of people speak Portuguese, apparently. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm not even mad. It's amazing. Sure, let's go first order with... Maybe not with you. Yeah. Yeah, Grid was good people. I liked Grid. Nobody speaks Welsh. Kim, that's not true. That's not true. I speak Welsh. So by the pure nature of it, that can't be true. About 40% of the Welsh population speak Welsh. And I doubt that's a big percentage of people that play Swigger. Do-do-do-do. Yeet. Grid has spent a bunch of time in Brazil doing mission stuff way back in the day. That's crazy, man. I love seeing how multicultural people in Swigger are. It's amazing. You love the Welsh language? I know some, but that's it. Thanks to the family down your way. That's awesome, One Prep. I like the Welsh language. I think it's quite a beautiful language, to be honest. Any success feat with a non-GL squad? Of course, Lion's Dead. I have videos out on it. I have 2 teams, in fact, that show how to beat it without any GLs. One would be a Jedi Knight Luke lead with Jedi Knight Revan, throwing gas, and I used Bo-Katan Mandalore because she's required for the feat. You focus down Padme and you win. The other one is using a dash lead with Cat. Don't need Cat necessarily, but it does help. Throw in Sortie and throw in Adrad for extra AoE damage and just brap, and everybody dies. It's lovely. Yeah, there are video guides on my channel line if you want to have a watch. You use Treya with what? Nice. Yeah, Treya would probably be very useful. There's quite a bit of attack out of turns. You've got Nihilus there for an insta-kill. You'd like to learn Welsh for the sheer surprise factor. Yeah. It's the only problem with the Welsh language is unless your mouth is trained to pronounce certain letters, it's very difficult for non-native speakers. I think people And any language that knows that rolls their R's, has hard trilling R's, has an easier time of speaking Welsh. You know, like English speakers don't often have a hard R in their language. You know, roller derby is, you know, it's not like a R. But Spanish people, for example, they have a lot of R and jotas and that sort of, you know, enunciation in their language, and I think they have an easier time of enunciating certain words in Welsh because there's a lot of and r and h in the Welsh language, you know. It doesn't mean you can't speak Welsh without being able to do that. It's just a lot harder for you to form the words. So you could speak Welsh? I think you could, Raven, yeah. Because there's a lot of rolling and a lot of ch. The hardest one is the double L. The double L is the one that gets everybody because that's a like Llanfair, Llongyfarchiadau. RKP is trolling scammers. A scribe can teach languages. I'm not good enough to teach a language. You just speak English from a place in Canada that's very pronounced, not rolled hard R. Ooh, from a place in Canada that has a very pronounced, not rolled hard R. Greek has the rolled R's too. Yeah, I imagine Greek and even sort of Arabic speakers could probably do it as well. Sarasu form. Yeah, Sarasu, it's okay. Speak a little bit to hear it. Dwi ddim yn gwybod beth ti eisiau fi ddweud yn gwirionedd. Croeso i'r stream pawb. Sut ydych chi I gyd heddiw? It's like I don't know, I have no idea what I could say. You could ask me to say certain sentences, I might be able to do that, but sounds like a good data disk for Wookiees. Subtitles needed. Error. Language not found. You share a video of someone from your province drinking and speaking. You can share it for the chat. I will not put it on the stream for now, Hagorius. I have to be very careful about that sort of thing. Doop 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 boo boop boo doop boop boo. Let's just hit auto. I'm sure that we'll be able to win the day. Yeet, yeet, skate. They're just about surviving. And now they're going to die. How dare you? You learned Dutch many years ago and you could not get the trilled R pronunciation. So I guess I could truly struggle with Welsh. I don't know any Dutch. I have no idea what the Dutch language... Well, I mean, I know what a Dutch accent sounds like, but I don't know what the language sounds like. There's just loads of languages, right? It's hard to know. How are we looking over here? 99. Dutch is the best? Is it really? Like, what's great about the Dutch language? Y'all tell me. I like languages. Languages are cool. Because gamers are cool, as Mobile Gamer would say. Does he still say that catchphrase? I hope he does. I really hope he does. Oh crap, I forgot to climb in fleet. God damn. The Bombardier threw me off. I forgot to climb in fleet, guys. Missing out on those crystals when we're about to get a new marquee drop? That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Many people don't understand it. Ah, I see. You got the horrible Holdocron. So my R9 Ray is now happy. Nice one, One Pratt. I have 2 Rays, unfortunately. Wah, 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 wah. They were 2 BB-8 ones and I re-rolled them. Ooh, extra protection. Sith. No, I want Sith, not Separatist. I mean, I'll take the Separatist one for now. Or do I just re-roll it to Sith? What could I get? I mean, I want the Trench, but out of the Sith, I would rather have... You know, I could have either Sidious or I could have Bane. Let's just re-roll this. Try that again. There we go. It's very rude. Okay, so one, we're out of data cache, and I need 175 more Mark IIs. Anything about the rewards marquee that is changing? Yes, that's a copy. Yeah, there is a kit reveal, Ace. Gamers keep on gaming because gamers are cool. It's in the intro to his daily Twitch stream. Is it really? I love it. You only have 3 level 9s, Sidious, Bane, and Holdo. So you just happen to get, like, the 3 best crons of the set. Alright, fine, Melkacel. Be like that. Be like that, mate. Am I getting an R9 Queen Amidala? I'll get a Relic 8 Queen Amidala. I doubt I'll Relic 9 her. I highly doubt I'll Relic 9 her. I don't think she's really worth it. Like, she'll be good, but Relic 9 is a bit of a stretch. 2 more Ommis from the marquee and 1 less refresh. Rip, rip, rip. Karth is like, I could do it. You could do R9 Queen Amidala, Karth, but you could... but you could do a lot of R9s, truth be told, couldn't you? You could do a lot of R9s. She's not a tank though, Karth. I mean, did you consider that? Did you consider that she's not a tank? She is tanky as all hell though. You have the mats for 2? Nice. I think I've got the mats for 2 at the moment. But 1 is obviously earmarked for Omega. Omega. Don't feel bad. So far, my only level 9 Datacron is for Trench. I mean, Trench is still good though, Kimmy. 2 months is a long time. I mean, yeah. Gotta R9 those resistance tanks. That's true. How many R9s do I have? Not many. Not many. I can't remember. Let's see what my last hotbot comparison showed. 12. So I have 12 R9s. But a lot of my R9s are meme R9s, so that doesn't really count. Doesn't really count. But she summons a tank, so the tank stats will be based on her relic levels. Wolfie with the meta strats. Her boss node is not a successful test for her playable toon that we'll get. No, not really. Not really. 1, her stats are massively elevated, and 2, we don't... Oh. And 2, we don't actually know how Master Qui-Gon Jinn and Padawan Ben are going to act under her. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Not a complaint. I like Trench, but he's kind of new for me. That's fair. That's fair. Which R9 do I regret? I don't actually regret any of my R9s. I've got a bunch of meme R9s, but I don't regret any of them because I do sub goals for my Relic 9s, basically. So when we hit certain sub goals, the community votes on a Relic 9 character. I don't mind doing that. Sometimes we get silly ones. Sometimes we get some that pay off. So we had a bunch in succession of each other that got done, that paid off quite nicely, and that was Phoenix. So we had Relic 9 Captain Rex, Relic 9 Kanan, Zeb, Chopper. So all of these were like back to back to back because the community kept voting on Phoenix characters. And it was before Captain Rex got announced, which was quite funny. So it started off really badly. I think it was it Zeb was the first one? And then it was Chopper, and then it was Kanan. And then it was Captain Rex. And then we also, another one that we kind of landed on our feet on was Gar Saxon. So we got Gar Saxon to R9, and then ISC got his rework. So that kind of paid off as well. And the last one we did was Wampa. And Wampa's quite nice. So it's, you know, it's not terrible. That's right, Reigns. Oh, Trader Tots, I'm sorry. Pretty much, Bazinga. Pretty much. That's the solution. Should get all the tanks to R9. That would be nice, Melkacel. It really would. It really would. But like I said, I don't choose the R9s. The only R9s that I've done for my account are JML, the requirements for fleets, so Admiral Radis, Darth Revan, and Malak, and I did Reaver. I did Reaver all of my own accord because I was like, I just want a Relic 9 Reaver. I just wanted to because she was so powerful. I think those are the only R9s that I've got on my account that were my own doing, as it were. So yeah, you know, the investments could be better, but I don't mind. It's fine. Have a bit of fun doing it. And soon to be Omega. Yeah, I think we're over halfway now. I believe we're over halfway on Omega. How are we looking? How are we looking over here? Yeah, just over halfway. 152 out of 300 on Omega. So it won't be too long until we're done with that. I guess CG reworks your meme R9s. They must do, home. They must do. They must lurk around in my chat and be like, huh, Scribbles has been forced to Relic 9, Ugnaught. Let's give Ugnaught a solo GAC Omicron that makes him more powerful than the likes of Wampa and Bane and Sidious. I'll be like, yeah, okay, cool, I'm down with that. Thuggy coming out of the works. But yeah, we'll have to see. Garthrek, behave yourself, good sir. That's why Meathead appears. Yes, that's usually why Meathead appears. He's scouting to see what our next sub goal is for characters. Either to, you know, crush my hopes and dreams, or to make sure that my R9s are not a wasted investment. Yeah. I mean, Garthrek does have a habit of either rioting or we get the wrong R9. So I think Omega was actually his last one. He was like, Omega or I riot. And we do it all by poll voting. And unless Garthrek just starts opening up a bunch of, you know, additional web browsers and starts voting on dummy accounts to get his choice through, I don't know. Maybe he's just that influential. So yeah. It's good times, though. It's good times. I don't actually know who will have as our next sub goal. We'll have to find out. Maybe in about a month and a bit. This should be done. Because we tend to hover around about 100 subs a month. Sometimes it goes higher. Sometimes it doesn't. We'll have to wait and see. When that happens, I usually put out an announcement on my Discord channel to say, hey, everybody, come and vote for the next R9. Jesus, Den. When's the next Ross review stream? Tomorrow, Danny. Tomorrow. We do them Tuesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays usually. And I'll have to do it because I need to try and start raising money. So I actually need to change this. We need to change this. Because I had that image there for the Booma Deer. But we had no artwork for a Booma Deer, so I had no idea what it was going to look like. But now that we have artwork for Booma Deer, I can change the little icon away from the screaming Jar Jar. Overlays. If I just go into my kit reveal, because we've already got a cutout of the Booma Deer. Thankfully. Boo boo. Wow 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 wow. Alright, hold on. Bear with me, tribe. Bear with me. We're just going to get a nice little cutout of this Booma Deer so that we can use it. Let's just save as Booma Deer. Well, let's just save it as Booma. Settings. Change image. Upload an image. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, what's going on, Lava? How you doing, brother? Had to put down the game for a while since I don't have Jedi Knight Luke or Dash to get through the Queen Amidala. Otherwise, my phone would be going through the wall. I don't blame you, Cammy. I don't blame you in the slightest. That's a very reasonable thing to do, I think. Sometimes taking a step away and having a breather is the best thing that you can do. That's very frustrating when I save this and it just does not compute. There it is. Do 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 do. Don't mind me. I'm just cropping this image so that we've got a nice big Booma. There we go. Save. And now we've got a Booma. The Booma is here. Look at him. And scratch his head. Good little Booma. We did it. Zabooma. Big booba. Yeah, well, we don't do any of that. We're not quite on the OnlyFans for Scribble just yet. One day. I mean, if they keep releasing marquees at this pace, we might have to. Got a Jedi Cron today, but it was for Kit Fisto. I also have said Cron. I feel your pain. Saying as though my Kit Fisto is Gear 1. It's always Karth. What do you mean, so is you? He's the mystical force of the Whaleric. Yes, he invokes the power of the whale. He is a servant and avatar of the Kraken gods. Does this mean that Jar Jar will be a tank? He's a support, Lion's Den. They've confirmed that. You got the crate, so you can get her in 6 months. So it's time for Datacron farming. Awesome. Yep, get Cron farming. Our 3v3 lock-in starts today, doesn't it? Just go to Feet Finder. Are you suggesting that I should go to Feet Finder, or I should sign up as a person that provides said feet for finding people? Chat is gone in stream. Chat is gone is stream. Do you mean it's not on the icon? Yeah, it'll be over here though. If I was to change over here, it's down here. I don't normally have the chat appearing up here. I mean, I could have chat appearing up here. I just need to turn it on. So I could go, if I was to just go over here and find the old chat, for example, go over here. I could have the chat. I could have you guys up here or something. Or even down there. But I feel like it's kind of in the way. That might be a bit too big. Boo, boo, boo. So is the new raid going to be as boring as the B1 droid node? This is something that genuinely concerns me, Tadana, because I do feel like that is at least indicative of how the raid's going to be, but not necessarily a one-for-one copy. I don't think it's going to be quite as simplistic as that. I imagine there's going to be a little bit more nuance to it than what we're currently guessing, and I'm really hoping it's got more nuance to it. Obviously, I don't know, and everybody is just speculating at this point, except for the people at CG. They're fully aware of how it's going to go, right? Jar Jar is an attacker. He'll kill at least 3 droids with his drunken style. He's gonna cause chaos, I'm sure. This Conquest is probably the easiest yet to Redbox. I wouldn't call it the easiest because I remember the original Conquests. And the original Conquests were so easy, you could do them without refreshing. So that nothing will compare to the original Conquests as far as ease of completion. But this is the easiest Conquest we've had in a long time. This is very, very easy. You're hoping that the B1 part of the raid is a phase and not the whole thing, but 90%... it's just the whole thing. Yeah, I don't think we're having phases for the raid. I think it's going to be just one phase. Somehow they'll make the Naboo raid more boring than Andor. Potentially. potentially. I've got my reservations about it. I am concerned about the new raid, but I'm willing to reserve my judgment until we actually see it. So I'll live in, perhaps slightly foolish hope, I guess. Wonder if they'll rotate which raid is featured. They might. I don't think they will, but they might. Maybe when they've got one extra raid, and then they could rotate it every 3 months. So we could have, Crate raid, then it'll be Speeder Bike raid, then it'll be Naboo raid, then it'll be Death Star raid, or whatever it happens to be, And then they could do it every 3 months, so once a quarter the featured raid changes. Potentially. And that would sort of force people to reinvest in raid teams afterwards. And it would get us some use out of the Omicrons again, I guess. OG Conquest with feats of hit 500 crits. Yeah, which you could do like so quickly. Hey, congrats, Trader Tots. Proud of you, buddy. That's what you call Scribe's YouTube, Feat Finder. I love it. Maybe that's what I should I rename the Galactically Challenged video series as Feat Finder? There's I watch a lot of just random stuff on like Facebook Shorts and YouTube Shorts and stuff like that, because it's just mindless scrolling, right? And one of the things that undoubtedly, when I look on there, 90% of what I have pop up in my feed is videos of kittens. I'm sure that's just a coincidence and not because I just really happen to like watching videos of kittens. But the other one is that there's this one girl on there who has a series of shorts called Only Pans, and it's her cooking whilst talking about sexual innuendo. It's really funny. She's really funny. She's like, "Hi, and welcome to my episode of Only Pans," and she cooks something. It's really funny. I got my Gungans. I don't care how rubbish this new raid is for the moment. You say that now, but in 6 months' time, will you say the same? Raids are a job at this point, but you get paid a lot to do them, so I try not to complain. Yeah, that's fair, Ark. Conquest with feats? Yes, please. It would certainly encourage investment, not incestment. It would definitely get more people to get the crons? Probably, yeah. You know who I'm talking about, yeah? Redheaded girl? Is she a redhead or a brunette or something like that? I said for the moment, damn it! Subject to change, indeed. Indeed. Words are difficult. Yeah, I can vouch that words are indeed difficult. Ray or Holdo Datacron? In my opinion, Holdo Datacron is better for TW and 5v5s, and Ray is probably slightly better in 3s. Redhead, it's Amaranth. No. Yeah, I definitely think that the Holdocron is superior overall, but in 3v3, I think the Ray one is going to be more annoying. It's also a Monday. Yes. Yes, all day. All day is it today, Monday. That's rather annoying. Who even really cares about Mondays? You don't want to have to farm the Raycron? I have too. I have too. The only reason I say that I feel the Ray one is more awkward in 3s is that I feel like you're gonna have a harder time putting down Ray in 3s, thanks to like Malicos not really being a reliable counter in 3s. So you need to have some form of permadeath, right? And a lot of people would be like JMK Cat, but if you have the, all enemies must drop below 100% health before you can kill them, you can't insta-kill with Cat right at the rip, right? Obviously, you can't do that anyway, thanks to the instant kill immunity from Ben. But even like with that combined, like you can't use it after that either. And if you kill it with Cat, they can still revive because she's not a Jedi. So you have to kill it with JMK. So it makes the JMK counter for 3s really awkward. Whereas I feel Holdo in 3v3 just isn't as annoying. Do you know what I mean? Like, because there are less characters, I feel like it's not as bad. I still think it's going to be horrible, but I feel like Ray 3v3, where you could go in, you know, with something like Ray Cal Ben or Ray JTR Ben, is going to be more annoying. Leia beats the Raycron in 5s? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, lots of AoE damage there. Nothing is unbeatable, though. Nothing is unbeatable. JML will beat it as well. Slacker? Slacker usually beats Ray, yeah. I can see Slacker beating Ray, it's just really bad banners. If I had a choice to remove Mondays or remove Datacrons from Swigger, I'd still choose Datacrons. I like Datacrons. I think Datacrons adds a lot of variety to the game. It's just when Datacrons are horrible, they're really bad. I'm looking at you, Lord Vader, with no cooldowns and infinite dodge. Ridiculous. You got the horrible Raycron? Nice one, Emmett. Nice, dude. You do indeed have a sub. You do indeed. You must have been gifted a sub, Aatrox. See, Mondays aren't so bad after all. You missed the Vader Tarkin crons? Oh my god, they were awful, Melkicel. Like, no cooldowns? No cooldowns on Lord Vader and Darth Vader just made for a ridiculous, ridiculous PvP. Especially with all that evade. Like, Vader could stay in Merciless Massacre forever. Lord Vader would ability block your entire team forever and ramp up a bunch of mastery whilst doing it. Tarkin would time out teams on defense because he would just get to point the finger at you. Start raving and you'd never take another turn. It was stupid. It was so dumb. You really love playing with Zori? She just won't die. Zori's awesome. Like, this new set is great for Zori. I've got a decent one. It's not great. The secondary stats are not ideal, but I think we rolled a Finn one. So, yeah, I got a Finn one over here. So this should be fun. It's got Finn here. It's got the, you know, you can't kill anybody unless they drop below 100% health. It's got some health. Accuracy is kind of Crit chance, Accuracy, And it's got not a great level 3, but I'm not going to re-roll any more on this. So, well, we went over this before, Wombat. It's fun when it's bugged for you. As soon as you face it on defense and you can't kill a team, you won't call it fun then. You'll be like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. They need to fix that. They need to fix it. No cooldowns on Malgus sucked equally. Just endlessly using a Space Jam move on you. Yeah, that was painful, WC, dude. All those special damage dealers. Mm-hmm. I think we could all use a little bit of smudgy. Everybody can use a little bit of smudgy in their life, Ace. What kind of bug? Where you can't kill the team, even though it should die. Let's see about getting the bear. Gotta get the bear. The bear needs feeding. little girl. We have the chunky boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he's a good bear. Good boy, aren't you, Smedges? Last one? Last one. Next dreamy dust? No? Okay. Indicates. She's a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. You stay there. Ow. Hey, don't bite my finger. Aye. Naughty girl. Jeez. Indy, what are you doing? I haven't got one yet. Aye. Aye. Last one. Good girl. Is that tasty? Aye. Aye. There's my fingers. There's my fingers, little girl. And there we have it. Smudges and the indie. Alright, let me catch up with chat real quick. Will Jar Jar have the Sith tag? No! The patient one is Smudges, yes. Malevo takes a turn even after everything is gone. It's rather frustrating, Aatrox. You thought it was an iguana. You thought my cat was an iguana. Alright, okay. Just wanted to say you love my vids. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you, Jitty. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Now I get to count the holes in my fingers. Yep. Well, I've definitely got 2 new ones there from Indy. Thank you, my girl. Good little girl. With CG changing the time on the marquee event, I think it makes it less than 7 days. Makes it 1 less day? 7 days instead of 8. Yes, that is right, Owie. Indy is trying her best to turn Scribble into Swiss cheese. She loves cheese as well. CG is so stingy. I mean, are they really? I understand why people are being like, oh my god, how dare CG remove basically an extra day of the rewards from us. But this is so much more than we've ever gotten from marquees. You know what I mean? We're still getting so much more rewards than we've ever gotten from a marquee, and people will still moan. It's great. She is a spicy kitten. That's true. You even managed to send buzz droids to an enemy capital ship once. Nice, Aatrox. You got your first ever Conquest Red box this round. Nice! Many thanks to your guides. Oh, I'm glad I could help, Jack. My day is now infinitely better. Ah, Ace. Days are always better when there's more kittens in it. Doo-doo-doo. Rex wants to know where the cats went. You ran out the room whining. Oh, I'm sorry, Rex. Poor Rexy. Should still get 7-star if you stick star day 1? Yeah. They took half a day away, Count Dooku. Is Reva cool with only having her lead Omicron? Yes. You've unlocked and Relic 9'd her. Yes. Yeah, she's still going to be great with just the lead Omicron. It's better if she's also got her unique, but the lead Omicron is perfectly good. That's the one that's going to be sending out all that death mark, for one. Absolutely. I like to have the 2 on Reva. I'm not a massive fan of the 3rd one, which is the revive. She does like 100% more damage on a revive, something like that. Mostly because a lot of people insta-kill Reaver. So it's like, it doesn't get used a lot. But I might put it on eventually. But right now we're kind of strapped for Omicron materials because I need to do 2 on Trench and 2 on Dr. Moff Gideon and 1 on Boba and 1 on Droidica and 1 on Phasma. So it's like, that's a lot of Ommies that I need to catch up on. And who knows how Jar Jars are going to be. So I promised myself the next Ommy I do is going to be a TW Ommy. So. New Padme is going to need armies too, probably. Probably. Yep. So, unfortunately, my Ommy acquisition rate isn't as fast as the introductory rate of new Ommies is coming into the game. But I'm not going to wail on Ommies. I'm not Karth. Karthrick, do you want to buy me some Ommies, buddy? You want to buy me some Ommies? Just join my guild and gift me a bunch of Ommies? Is that a thing? That's the only way I'm going to catch up on these TW Ommies. Well, gimme. I'm broke. What else is new? Come back to MC3? God damn it, Karth. You can't dangle that above my head. I told you, Scribe, I've taken your place. Damn it, Night Fox. Alright. I guess I'll just have to live without it. I'll just have to live without Papa Karthrick. Big Sag. Kinda dumb you can't gift to allies. It is a little bit weird, right? A little bit weird. Completed the Tusken in quiz feats with massively undergeared. Nice. Good job, Jack. I do like the raid rewards a lot, Owie. That much is true. I do like the raid rewards. Let me gift some crystals to Night Fox instead. Oh, Karth. Oh, you're breaking my heart. Don't go where I can't follow, Karth. Once you've had a taste of the max raid box, you can't go back. That's true. That's true. Boop, 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 boop. Let's get some credits, because I'm always broke. Get some credits, because we're broke. Doo-dar, doo-dar. I'm gonna have to get this just to tip it over. Like, that's just horrible. 599? Could I just have one Carbanti? I just want one. 609? 609? 69? Okay, I'm alright with it now. I'm okay with it now. I'm on board with it now. Why does it keep doing this to me? Why does it keep doing it to me? I mean, that's 297. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. We seem to... I mean, I don't want to spend 4,500 on this. I like to have everything over 200, just in general, because of reasons, I guess. But I'm not spending that much. Ah, Jiddy, thank you so much, man. That's so kind of you. I have no idea what that currency is. NOK. NOK. Norwegian something. NOK currency? What is it? Hey, I was right. It's Norwegian krones. Krones? Kronas? Krones? Thank you ever so much. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so very much, Jiddy. That's very, very nice of you. Do. Oh, and it popped up. Thank you, buddy. About $2. Hey, man, any donation is kind. Any donation is kind. Thank you so much, mate. I just didn't know what the currency was. No, is it krones or kronas? Maybe I'm mispronouncing it. Everything is negotiable. Any good primers on how to mod Sidious for the level 9 DC? Absolutely solar powered tree. In my opinion, you're going to want to have crit chance to try and land those dots that you get on his AoE. Potency. And then it's going to be like speed and health. You know? You want him to be able to survive. You want him taking lots of turns. If you've got the TW Omni, I think we were talking about this on Tribe Talks, he can gain an additional 200 speed, which means you should be able to actually start lapping people with that Datacron, because you could get him like 600 speed, basically. which means you're far more likely to land all the dots for people to take their first turn and melt. But yeah, you want to have like speed, crit chance is quite nice, potency is nice, and then tankiness. He should be pretty tanky anyway because he gains a bunch of stats, but you don't really have to worry. I don't feel like you have to worry about offense so much. Ooh. Go ahead and get an extra Zeta mat. Zeta mats. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. So I'll need to wait for another refresh over here to get some more of this, and I need to wait until tomorrow to get more Conquest energy so that we can farm more Datacron materials, and hopefully tomorrow get the Huldocron or the Sidious-cron or the Bane-cron. I'd like to get all three, but I know that's impossible in this time frame. So, well, I mean, it would be possible, but I would have to spend a bunch of crystals, and I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do that. We can't all be like Carthric. We can't all be like Carthric and have like 17 level 9 Datacrons. Should we check out Carthric's crons? Carthric's crons. I don't actually know if I have Carthric as an ally, truth be told. I might have used to have done. I used to just look at him through the guild, but I can't do that anymore. And there's Weistan. I don't think we've got Carthric. We don't have Carthric. Let's just get him up on swiggle.gg instead. I feel so called out. I mean, you're right, but see, it's not called out if it's right, Carthric. Boop boop boop. Let's just do it in game because it'll look better. It'll look better. It's not letting me paste. How frustratorizing. 598 348 586. Oh, for God's sake. I hate buttons and clicking things. Let's try that again. 5998 348 586. It's Carthric's ally code, I hope. Let's go ahead and take a look. Carthric. We'll go over here to the inventory. And we will check out. We'll chickity check before you rickety wreck. Datacrons. Check it out. Carthric's already got all of these. Hey, Shift Down. Thank you so much for the $10. That's so kind, man. Thank you, brother. The Conquest guides were the reason I unlocked Bane and Redbox Natalie Portman. You wish you could Redbox Natalie Portman. They're excellent, and thank you. I'm really glad I could help, and thank you so much for a kind donation, man. That's very generous of you, dude. Thank you. Do I have a 7-star Keller and Beck? I do, yeah, Melkisel, yeah. Shift. Ayo! Yeah, so Carthric has a cron or two. Yeah, I've got Bomando, so I can actually use the Keller and Beck cron. But I do know that one of Carth's crons has got, quite frankly, ridiculous levels of protection as well. It's not this one. This one's full of health and health steal. That is a lot, Ari. That is a lot. He has got a cron or two, you might say. Considering, you know, we're in the first week. That one's not the protection one. There's one that he's got a lot of protection. Carthric, you buy me a house while you're at it? Just a casual house. Rolled another Jedi cron last night. 102% prot. Oh my god, Wolfie. That's almost as good as Carth's. There it is. 29, 25, 18, 18, 7, 5. This one, I believe this one's 105, which is just absurd. I've got one that's 82, and I refuse to roll it any further. 5.83 plus 7.43 plus 18.65 plus 18.66... Oh, oops. Plus 18.66 plus 25.45 plus 29.23. 29.23. 105.25% protection. It's just gross, man. Thanks once again, Shift. Really appreciate that, dude. You have 4 Fincrons, Sag. I mean, one is good. You saw Arnold made a video on a Zori team cron. Which resistance cron do you recommend? I mean, if you're doing Zori, you might as well... If it's specifically for Zori, For a level 9 in an ideal world, you have Finn, because Finn goes in that team, right? OG Finn. The more important part is the level 6. Having the level 6 to prevent you from dying until all your team has lost at least 100% of their... has dropped below 100% health is the one you want. That gives it the survivability, right? The Zoricron team has got ridiculous levels of damage output and survivability in general. So not being able to kill anybody until you've hurt the entire team below 100% health just means it survives, and it's a little bit bugged as well. Sometimes it just, you just can't kill anyone, even if you've dropped them below 100% health. So that's really good for Finn lead resistance. In 3v3, I'm recommending people go with level 9 Ray and running like Ray, Ben, JTR. In 5v5, I recommend people run Holdo's Cron. Still with the, 100% below health to kill people. And you run like Ray, JTR, Ben, Holdo, and maybe JTR or Cal or whoever really, right? And that's going to be absolutely obnoxious. Found a premonition data disk. I have 2 blue saviors in one and 2 blue saviors in one choice. I can't remember what premonition does, Jeremiah. Do you want to remind me? Disgusting behavior. I know, right? That's so much. And it's got 100% offense while they've got 100% health. So that's going to do a lot of damage. Like that 100% offense doesn't apply to the call to assist. I mean, it applies to the damage, but you're dealing 90% less damage with that call to assist. But everything else, like F-Lux really hurts, guys. Like if you've got 100% health, which you're likely to have, F-Lux is really going to hurt. And then you might have someone like Jedi Knight Luke on the team. He's really going to hurt as well. Hey, Lord Vader, how you doing, buddy? After 7 buffs, you gain Foresight for 2 turns, and evading reduces cooldowns. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. That pairs really well with... is it something swiftness? There's spirited speed, maybe? There's some data disks that essentially increase it. Whenever you evade, it increases your evade chance, right? So pairing that with premonition and heal over time data disks and quickenings. So you're basically the heal over times can guarantee that you're getting Foresight every turn, which then means, you're going to be lowering your cooldowns and stuff like that. But then you pair it with the thing that ramps your evasion all the time as well. It's pretty cool setup. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, buddy. Good, thanks. So let's check out what's on the Bane Cron. What's Bane got? Crit chance, crit chance. Oh, okay, yeah, he didn't roll the best secondary stats for this, but let's be honest. Like, Bane basically carries himself anyway. So just having the level 9 Bane is enough. Yeah, the Bane Cron has got trash on everything else, but all you really need is that level 9. You don't actually need any stats. It would be nice if you had like a bunch of health or protection to make him tankier, or even offense to make him deal more damage. I'd probably settle for tankiness over offense, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be like absolutely clutch. This is from the new set, Lord Vader. Yeah, this is Karth setup. Oh, Clutch, thank you so much for donating $5. That's so good. People are being really kind today. What's this about? Thank you, guys. God damn. So your Sidious one has got 26% health. That's nice. Crit chance is actually okay on Sidious, because when he crits, he's going to be ramping his offense. We've got some extra offense, some extra health, some extra crit chance. Start with protection up for survivability. I'm pretty sure he can ignore taunts anyway with his Datacron. I can't remember. Okay, no, he can't ignore taunt. So, I mean, that's still quite useful. He's just going to be able to dispel all the buffs. That's really kind of you, Clutch. Thank you so much, brother. Is Health Steal any good for the Resistance Cron for the Zori team? I got kill prevention thing, but Health Steal is still great, Sir. Like, it'll keep you in the game a little bit longer. It's nothing wrong with Health Steal at all. You heard the DC for Sidious is pretty okay. It is. It is. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. When he crits with the AoE, he gets more dots too. He does indeed. He can put 3 dots, I think. So you just need to do that twice. Hey, what's going on, Fallow? How you doing, brother? The locked ones are the ones that are complete or good enough. Everything else is a work in progress. Yeah, Carthrick over here with his 17 level 9 Datacrons. Works in progress. Alright, so let's check out the Holdocron. Let's see. We've got... offense, 10% offense, 26% health. Okay, so what's that? 40% health, basically. Just over 40% health with some health steal. 46% health with about 50% health steal. Just over 51, 52% health steal. That's horrible, Carth. Obviously, it's got the you can't kill anybody level 6. And, I mean, yeah, that's okay. You didn't think you want to have the ramping stats on the level 3? How much money does this guy spend on Datacrons? I don't think Carth spends that much money on Datacrons per se, but he spends a lot of money, well, a lot of crystals refreshing Conquest energy to farm a lot. This is, like, he had about 120 million data cache rollover from the previous set. So before that was going in, he was dusting it and investing in new crons, which you can get through Shard Shop currency at the start. And then he blitzed it to stage 4, day 1 or day 2, Carth? I think it was day 1. You had the refresh, so you were able to do it in one sitting, basically. Get to the Sector 4 bonus node, and you've just been farming that, right? Which is better for a Benless Ray Dream, Holdo or Ray? Oof. Probably... CBO with $10 as well. Thank you so much, buddy. One boomer pull. Let's hope for a 330, not a 5. Thank you so much. I need to go around and count up all this, because this is not adding up to the boomer fund, because that only goes through the PayPal donations. But thank you so much, CBO. That's absolutely clutch, dude. So without Ben, you've got nothing that's really protecting your Ray. So I imagine Holdo is better, definitely in 5s. In 3s, it gets really weird. It gets really weird. So long as you've got the level 6, that's the most important part. You're about 10k crystals into this set, including Datacron farming and Conquest. Yeah, that makes sense. So if that was, you know, the recent gifted crystal trove, that's $50 worth. $50, basically, right? But, yeah, this, like, Carth's investment into crons so far is nothing compared to what some people do. Like, you know, people like Aesop Rocks. I don't do DC grinding, into the new set. I don't do DC grinding into the new set. Okay, that's fair. Thoughts on the Boomadeer? I think the Boomadeer looks actually pretty strong. Like, we're getting the kits now. We're starting to see the synergy come together and how it's going to operate. I think with just having Captain Tarples, we didn't really have any oomph in the team. And I think Boomadeer adds quite a significant amount of not only just straight up damage, but also mechanics to the team. Being able to turn meter swap is really huge. It's a very powerful ability. Turn meter swapping whilst also giving yourself frenzy is so good. Because that's like, oh, I'll turn meter swap to you, and then you can use a special ability, and then he will go again, and it's going to ramp all the way up. Every time he's using those specials, he's gaining armor pen and offense. Like, it feels like it's going to be good. There are some guys that have 30 level 9s of the new set already. Yeah. Wow. That's, to put that in perspective, that's twice as much as Carth has. And that's not even talking about the rerolls. Boomadeer is Sigma. Sigma deer. Sigma. Check the trench, DC. Okay. Where is the trench one? Trenchy poo-poo. Oh, it's down here. Tarples and Boomadeer deny revives, which is nice. I want to get the trench one. Okay, so what have we got? We've got the trench level 9, which is actually really powerful. They're gaining... Like, it's like tactical supremacy is nice at the start, gives them extra stats. Whenever they gain a stack of heal over time, which is all the time under Trench, they're gaining stacking crit chance for the rest of the encounter. Whenever they get a pot, which again, all the time under Trench, they gain stacking defense for the rest of the encounter. And whenever he uses a basic, he calls everybody with riposte to assist. Whenever he shocks them, he gains protection up for a turn. So you pair that with the level 6 over here, which is going to be passing riposte whenever they use a special. Oh, no, you haven't got the right one. Yeah, he needs to change the level 6. Don't need Karth. You need to change the level 6 to the riposte to make it pair with Trench's level 9. And then you've got the stacking offense, which is kind of huge. Just because Trench is crazy good and takes down Leia. I mean, Trench is awesome. You'd like to get a Trench one too? Would force me to finally Zeta him though. Awkward. And what have we got? We've got protection, crit chance, health steal, crit chance. I've been rolling a lot of crit chance and accuracy and some offense. Nice. You're out to Mark II rerolls? Yeah, that's fair, Karth. Whenever a Separatist ally gains bonus turn meter when they didn't have 100% turn meter, gain stacking crit damage for the rest of the encounter. The enemy is target locked. Whenever a Separatist ally uses a special ability, they stack him. I mean, this is still not terrible. Because you're still going to be inflicting target lock every time you take a turn. And then you're going to gain turn... Well, Trench will gain turn meter. Like, passively, right? So he'll stack crit damage. And Trench can actually hurt. If you mod Trench for offense, he can actually hurt. Just going to try for a new Sepicron? Don't blame me. Why not? Why not? You're a bit short on crons. Let's check out the... Let's check out the wonderful Keller and Beck. Weapons tech does grant TM. I didn't think of that, yeah. Throw that on mute. Looking good. So, big, chunky 50% health steal. Ugh. With 11% offense, extra protection, health steal, health steal. Yeah, this is horrible. This is horrible. Yep, 100% health is 100% offense. Nice. How much money does this guy spend on Datacrons? He spends a decent amount, but not loads. Yeah, Keller and Beck is just going to absolutely walk people. He's going to walk people. It's going to be great. Who knows what's actually going to happen in 3v3? The Stapcron looks good. I can't remember the Stapcron. Stap is one of those guys that it's like, I'm not going to get Stap for a short while, so I'm not going to look at his kit. Whenever Stap... Oh, we did talk about this on Tribe Talks, I think, actually. Whenever another Separatist ally uses an ability against an enemy with target lock, Stap will assist. Whenever he uses a basic against a pinned enemy, he gains 2 stacks of overcharge at the end of the turn. Whenever Stap loses a stack of overcharge, he gains 10% turn meter. And I'm pretty certain his Omicron basically lets him take a bonus turn every time the enemy takes a turn. So he's constantly going to be spreading target lock and pinned all the time. And that's going to ramp his offense as well. Check Aesop Rock's DC collection. Oh, yeah, I'll have to get his ally code. I'm sure Aesop Rocks is probably maxed out. Doop, boop, boop. Let's go and see. Does Aesop Rocks put Karth's DC collection to shame? The crazy thing about Aesop Rocks is he's only been playing a year... Well, actually, no. I mean, his... Aesop Rocks joined Swigger.gg supposedly like a year after me, 2019, April 27. 14.5 mil is crazy, isn't it? Alright, let's check out the Datacrons over here. Boom. There you go. 30 level 9s. It's just maxed out. He's completed it already. So you think Karth spends money on Datacrons? He's already done. I agree, Wolfie. Offense or speed on Jedi Knight Cal? Jedi Knight Cal doesn't need offense at all. Like, if you're running Jedi Knight Cal under JML, he does not need offense. Hey, what's going on, Death Selm? How you doing, brother? So I personally, I would run him for survivability and speed more than anything. Speed is nice. That's not to say you can't deal good damage with Jedi Knight Cal. You can. But if he's under a JML team, then 90% of all of his damage is coming from inherited teachings. Why not stop at level 8? What's the point of multiple duplicated level 9s? So that they can reroll the stats, Melkasel. He's under Jedi Knight Revan, not no Jedi Knight Luke. Then yeah, you can run him with a bit of offense, absolutely. It makes more sense under that scenario, Wombat, yeah. Like the reason under a JML team is so that you can survive long enough to get to that yeet, right? Most of your damage in a JML team is coming from inherited teachings, which just does boatloads of damage, more so than you would do on a basic with Jedi Knight Cal. But without JML's leadership, you might as well get a little bit of offense in there. Seppies are underrated. They should get a GL. They have a GL. His name is Trench. GL Trench. Yeah, this is nutty. I'm kind of curious to see what these Holdocrons are looking like. Offense and health and offense and... Oh, God. Health and health steal. So, yeah, that's 25% offense right there. And what, 40% health? 25% offense on a Ray team. Eek. It's like, it's such a ticking time bomb, man. Such a ticking time bomb. You know? Like, you have to take the time to bring everybody below 100% health, and then you give a bunch of additional offense to your Ray. Like, you can't afford to hang around too long. Lockdurd would be the Separatist GL. I have no idea who that is. Oh. Yeah, 300 speed and 100k health is fine, one bet. Absolutely. Yeah. And he's still got some health steal in there as well. You don't need a lot of health steal in a Ray team, but it makes it very frustrating when you're trying to deal with Ray, and it's like she'll whirlwind and fully heal. It's like, okay. Because when she's doing, you know, 350,000 damage, and she heals up 20% of it, it's like, okay, fine. You're gaining 60,000 health right there. Sorry, I've got Kitten here on my face. His ult will be shot from the defoliator? I have no idea what this is. Lockdurd is the stunted slime that Palpatine didn't want to see in his face again in Phantom Menace. Hang on. Lockdurd? Oh, that guy. Yeah, okay. I don't think he's going to be a GL. Something tells me, guys. I don't think he's going to be a GL. I have a feeling that that won't be it. God damn. God damn, guys. God diggity. God damn. So I'm curious actually, what do his Darth Banecrons look like? Health and health and health steal and health steal and health and health. Oh my days. How much health is that? Let's just call that 50%. It's basically 50%, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit over. A little bit over 50%. No, not quite. Nearly 50%. And then he's got 100% health steal, more or less. Okay, let's call it 92% health steal. And he's got an extra 16, 17% health there. That is gross. Stacking offense, obviously. The level 6 really doesn't matter for Bane. That's disgusting, that Cron. Doop, 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 boom. 25 shards away from the Fury class. Nice. Congrats, Jeremiah. Let's see what he's got on these locked Sidious Crons. I'm kind of curious. So, 49% health. Alright. So what's that? 67% health? Oh my god. And then an extra 15%. So what's that? That's like 83% max health with some health steal. This guy's got disgusting crons, man. Absolutely disgusting. You have the patience to wait till tomorrow? Good. Patience is a virtue, as they say. Let's see what he's rolled on Ray. Offense, and offense, and offense, and offense. And health steal, and health steal. Wow. Okay, so what's that? 34? Plus an additional 16? So 50% offense. And whenever a debuff expires, resistance allies gain 2% offense. Doubled if that debuff was dispelled. I'm trying to think. What debuffs will they put on? I mean, JTR does like heal immunity and daze. Ben doesn't he do vulnerable or something and heal immunity? So I mean, there's a couple there. I suppose if you did run Holdo with it, she does daze as well. Just learned that fortified data disk is a bad idea for... Yep, FN. Anything that adds turn meter is no bueno for Slacker. It's like he has a Zealous Ambition Datacron. It's not quite as bad as that. Because Zealous... To give an idea of how crazy Zealous Ambition Datacron is... Like Zealous, like this guy is adding about 50+% offense, but Zealous Ambition adds 50% of your health. So if you've got 100k health, you're getting 54,000 offense. That's a lot more than just 50% offense, because that'll be 50% of like their modded offense, which will be like, you know, maybe they've got 10k or 11k offense, add 50%, you may be getting 5 or 6k. So Zealous Ambition is like 10 times more offense than this. You imagine? You use 6 Zealous Ambition and only use supports. Fair enough. You need to save crystals for Gungans, need to buy the circuit boards and bronze wiring packs. Oh, yep. Caught in the middle there, buddy. Stuck in the middle with you. And I don't know what it is I should do. Need to get the bronzium wirings from packs, but the Gungans also have real good packs. There's marquees to the left of me, relic signal to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Time to remove the fortified data disk. Not dealing with the first order self-die. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, FN. Or you just don't run first order. Imagine the next cron set is just Zealous Ambition and another data disk. Well, I mean, Zealous Ambition is kind of all you need. You need to leave the slow halfway inactive guild. Any ideas? Yes, leave it. There's loads of guild recruiting discords. Well, no. There's loads of guilds recruiting. You go to the official recruitment guild Discord server. There's loads of guild officers always looking for active players. So if you're an active player, you go out there and you just find the biggest, best guild you can. The one that fits you the best, obviously. And pull your weight, basically. Let's grab a drink real quick. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. There's clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Officers are always looking for new active recruits. Yes, they are. Aesop's lowest relic level is R8. Yep, I mean, that's nothing compared to the guys who've got full R9 rosters. Now I need to know where that is. Indeed. Just, does anybody have a link to the guild recruitment Discord server? I used to be in it. I might have left, because I don't need no stinking guilds. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. I'm just having a look through my Discord servers here to see if I still have it. I don't know what the icon looks like anymore. No. I might have left it, truth be told. Yeah, I think I left it. I had a bit of a purge of Discord servers. Aesop Rocks is probably a millionaire. Same with most more Chromium members. I don't know if millionaire is strictly true. Maybe they just have a bunch of disposable income, or they make very bad decisions. Ardahan, I'm doing great, mate. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, he's got some disgusting crons. He's got some rather disgusting crons, I would say. That much is definitely true. He even has a mace cron. And some cam crons. Did we check out his... he must have Keller and Beck, so... Where's the Keller and Beck cron? Does he not... Oh, there. I was like, does he not have a Keller and Beck cron? He's got 30 level 9s and no Keller and Beck? That makes no sense. I remember a study done on Wales Krakens, and the results were most of them are spending a very irresponsible amount of their income. Is that right, Whiskey? I wouldn't be surprised if there are a number of people that spend far outside their means. But, you know, at least the people that I've spoken to that have spent large amount of money have usually had very high income. So, oh my days, all protection. That's 36% right out the rip. That's what, 54% plus the 36? We're talking 90% protection. Oh, and then an extra 18. No wonder he's only got 1. He's got like 106? Like, no, 115? Is that right? Let's have a look. 7.34 plus 9.68 plus 18.24 plus 18.22 plus 29.75 plus 26.22. 109.45% protection. Wow. That is a lot of protection. So, wow. If he's got like, let's actually check. 109.45%. Let's have a look and see how much protection his Keller and Beck actually has modded. We can work out how many stacks he's going to have. Oh. Killern. Yeah, it's Relic 9. Of course it's Relic 9. What do I do for work? Well, I was an accountant at one point. Oh my god, he's got 153k protection. I mean, 83,000 of that is already coming from mods. So 153,834 minus 83,382. Times that by, what was it? It was 109.45%. So he's going to gain an extra 77k protection, 77,109, plus a plus 153,834. He's going to be at 230,000 protection, basically. Let's round it up to 231. That means he'll start with, what, 23? Yeah, so divide that by 10,000. Yeah, he'll start with 23, but I'm pretty certain it also adds an extra 10. So it's going to be 33? Plus 100k from the Datacron? Okay, yeah, so it's, yeah. So he's going to start with at least 33. Ba-da-boom. I did say it adds another 10. As in 10 stacks. So yeah, an extra 100k there. So he's going to start with 33, and then every time he takes a turn, all the other guys are going to gain 10 stacks up to 100. Wow. That's a lot. And more with uniques and stuff. God almighty. Even more with uniques. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can get an idea. Let's see, does he get anything in his leadership? No, his leadership will activate afterwards, won't it? If all leaders are galactic, Keller and Beck loses 40% max health and gains double as max protection. Does that count before it applies the stacks of Jedi Padawan's lessons, Karth? Do you know? I feel like it doesn't. I feel like this is not going to add to it. But maybe it does. It tallies before. As in, so this conversion of max health to protection isn't going to increase the amount of... Oh, it does! Oh my days. So 40% of 82k. Yeah, alright. It's probably about 30k or something. 33. So that's already an extra 3. So that 33 would be about 36. God almighty. That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. 33 times 2, so it's 66? Why is it doubled? Oh, does he gain another 40% from Jedi Council? Yeah. So that's kind of nuts. He gains double. Oh, he gains double. So yeah, so he's gaining so that he's going to start with 39 Padawan's lessons on himself. So 39 times 20, he's gaining 780 armor pen, and 39 times 5, 195% extra offense. All right. That's a lot. That's a lot of extra offense. You want to be an accountant. Any reason I stopped? Yes, I stopped because I got offered a job within risk and compliance, and I find risk and compliance to be far more enjoyable than accounting. Accounting was a little bit boring, I'll be honest. Whereas risk and compliance is very interesting. At least I find it interesting. You know, and the pay is comparable. So it's just crazy, that is. But what if you're Karth's accountant? You'd probably pay me in crystals. Just pay me in the odd vault. Look, Karth, if you need some accounting done on the side, you know, we can figure something out. I'm sure you've got your own accountants. Family accountants, and I'm not trained in UK accounting. But yeah, that's kind of disgusting. It's a shame he can't quite hit that 40. Wouldn't it be great if you could hit 40%, 40 stacks of Padawan's lessons at the start, so that you could have 200% offense and 800 armor pen? That would be nutty. What's he got in his trench, I wonder? Just a massive tax bill this year. Oh, right, I see. It's like, I need to figure out a way to lower this. I think you need to expense your swugger spending. Put it down as, I don't know, staff welfare. It's a new well-being program. You get small hits of dopamine through electronic stimulation. It's part of your new outreach well-being program at the workyard. Tax bill is the same dollar amount as you get in a vault. Yeesh. That's yeah, that's some tax. That's some tax. So what is this one? It's got health and offense and health and protection and health steal. Yeah, see, this is, yeah, it's not amazing, but it's going to be, I promise you, that trench is going to be horrible. Hey, Monkey Man, how you doing today, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Get Gungans equals spend money equals potential suffering for the enemy. But it means you get, like, really good stuff for raid rewards. What crate are you going to get? For what? Galactic Challenges, Conquest, Raid? Which one are you talking about? Conquest? We red boxed days ago, buddy. Days ago we red boxed. I always red box. Lord Vader, I will never not red box. I am a red box addict. I'm addicted to red boxing. Thanks for all the Conquest videos. You hit red box today. Hey, nice one, dude. Congrats, man. I hope they were helpful. I hope they were helpful. I hope I helped somebody, because, you know, a couple of days ago I was feeling all sorry for myself because I had a couple of comments on my Conquest videos, basically slagging me off. Well, not slagging me off, just saying that's not helpful, or you need to do this, or why can't you show me this with this, or that, you know, and normally I'm okay and I just let it wash off my back, you know, like water off a duck's back sort of thing, just like, yeah, just move on. But for some reason, like late last week, it really got to me, and I was feeling down about it. So when people come and say, thank you for the Conquest videos, I'm like, there we go. People do appreciate it. It's not just, you know, people moaning about it. You need to thank me. Why is that, Deathhelm? Only just got the first crate of Conquest, Big Sad. FN, you can do it, buddy. You're about to Redbox now. Congrats, Vader. Do you think we'll get assault battles for Gungans? We might. I hope we do. I really do hope we do. And not because I'm obviously Gungan ready. But I hope we do just because I want more rewards. It's always nice. I would even settle for if they just let us use Gungans and Secrets and Shadows. Give me all of the Gungan content. Night Fox is a little bit addictive. Thanks, Vader. And it was my first red box in a long time. Typically you get to the gold box. Hey man, well you know now that you'll be able to get Queen Amidala day one. You just repeat it every time. Thanks, Bell. I appreciate you, dude. On track to get your first ever gold crate. Congrats, man. That's good stuff. Because you're Stap Cheese, you actually get red crate on my smallest account. That was one of the things, Deathhelm, actually. Like, one of the things was people said, oh, you just copied Tripolis's video and then didn't give him any credit. And I was like, one, I haven't seen his video. Like, so thanks for that. I'm like, I'm sorry, like, guys, I've got over 800 videos on my channel. I've been playing this game for nearly 6 years. I know a little bit about how kits work and how to beat challenges and stuff like that and how to get feats done. Because somebody else has done the same strat, it doesn't mean we've copied each other. Sometimes it's just the most sensible strat to use. 7 days of purely dirty cron farming. Nice one, Emmett. Thanks for the majority of videos. I'll try to get the first order in Sector 5 next time. Yes. Likelihood of Gungan's assault battles is like getting Jar Jar. Inevitable. Tips on the Tuscan feat got me to Redbox. Nice, dude. I'm Redboxing on Easy Conquest and you're out. Hell yes. That's the way. 4th red crate for me. In large parts, thanks to you. Oh, thanks, Avorius. More assault battles equals more profit. Yes, it does. I mean, I'll take the extra signal data. I'll take the extra Zeta mats. Please give me more Zeta mats. Hell yes. More relic signal data. Bro knows. Just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you realize, but I put out, you know, Galactic Challenge videos twice a week since they've been in the game. Pretty much, like, I've missed the odd occasional one when I haven't been around, but pretty much twice a week, every week since Galactic Challenges have been a thing, I've been putting them out. Thanks, Ty. Yeah, we went over it, Don Senzi. Yeah, well, I put out a video. Lickety split. Super quick. Microchips. I was very, very, very happy to do that. But here's the good old Booma deer. The Booma deer. I love this. It's not a boomer. Okay, Booma. Meathead. I bet he has fun thinking up all these puns, doesn't he? I bet he does. I know I would. Oops. Sorry about that. Get rid of that. The Jawa GC is annoying. It is. It's very annoying. There's a lot of RNG involved in that. Did your Ewoks get me red crate? Of course they did. We do need a new assault battle. Battle resistance. Wookiees, Gungans, I don't know. Another small faction? I mean, Jawas don't have an assault battle yet. Jawas need some loving. Could be on the deserts of Tatooine. Hope they add an extra tier for the assault battle which gives Omicrons. That would be nice. Mandalorians? Ooh! Nabooby. You're absolutely right, Rob. Nabooby. I still need to make a t-shirt of that. And it's probably not something that I should be searching for, but it should be like maybe, you know, a Padme in a low-cut top talking about Naboobies. Padme and Sabe. you think I'd get cancelled for doing something like that? Maybe. Those t-shirts would sell like hotcakes. Make the image be rolling hills of Naboo with a B1 on top. Oh, so I know exactly what you're thinking, Jeremiah. Get Natalie Portman to do it too? That would, you know, I don't think she'd be all that inclined to do that sort of marketing for Scribe Gaming. But if she were, I mean, I think that would probably launch this channel into hitherto unknown levels of fame. You know, instead of being 10,000 people famous, would be like 11,000 people famous. Am I right? Yep. Yeah, I don't think that's quite possible. Natalie will do it for 6 figures. I have a feeling she probably wouldn't. She probably has a little bit more self-respect than that. Whoa. What's going on, Wolfie? Whoa. Is Scribe working really hard to get himself cancelled again? For a Make-A-Wish for a kid. Wasn't that on an episode of Scrubs? There was like a kid with terminal cancer that just wanted to see a pair of boobs. And Elliot flashed him. And he was like, oh, I'm never going to see them otherwise. And she was like, oh. I mean, I think when I was that age, I wasn't interested in seeing a pair of boobs. Wait, when did you get cancelled? Apparently I'm working on it with the Naboobies. Working on the Naboobies. That's all the bro wanted in life. It was, yeah. Check my DMs. Karth sliding into my DMs right now. I love it, Karth. I love it. That could be the front and back of the t-shirt. Bros before hoes, Kenobis before Naboobies. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the real way. That is the real way. We've got to have Kenobis before Naboobies. Kenobis before Naboobies. Everyone talks about Anakin getting Padme's Naboobies, but not about Padme getting Anakin's Tatooine. You guys want a bit of Tatooine? You guys after a bit of Tatooine? Oh my days. Oh no, the CEO of Boeing is going to step down. Huh? Can we make a Star Wars pun about thighs? Probably. Sith eyes. Cost lives, but thick thighs save lives? I don't know. And then it would have to be Darth Talon, I guess. Not sure. You have a Tatooine? Do you really? Is it covered in sand? You're not supposed to read the comments, mate. I'm not. Damn it. In Denmark, we have a city called Hobro. The only city in the world where hoes come before bros. I love it, Phobia. That's great. I don't like sand. It's rough and coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not bros before hoes, it's Kenobis before Naboobies. Except, Anakin didn't see it that way, did he? He did not see it that way. He did not see it that way. He did not appreciate the Kenobis. Instead, he went straight in, headfirst into those Naboobies. Yeah, I'm liking the stacking defense, pen, and offense. I'm liking, like, this animation here for the Horn of Otogunga, which just brings down the largest amount of blue balls. This is my favorite. Like, assault the enemy team with your blue balls. Giant blue balls. That's probably why Anakin hates sand. Gets in his Tatooine? Probably. Probably. I mean, that does sound very irritating, doesn't it? Sounds very uncomfortable. Just a little uncomfortable. Gungan ally has retribution. They're immune to target lock. That's just... I think there's going to be a lot of target lock in the new raid. Oh my god, Mol. That is brilliant, mate. Does Rey have a jacuzzi? Jacuzzi. 1/4 portion. Yep. You like the horn of blue balls. Yep. The blue ball horn. It's like, if you've got the horn, it's probably because of these blue balls. Right? I mean, look at the size of it. Rey has definitely got a jacuzzi. I think so. I'm definitely getting cancelled, aren't I? I think I've seen that film. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you have. Make your blue ball your enemy's problem. Exactly. Like, if this is not the giant teabagging ability, like, I know for certain that when I start using the Gungan team, at least, it's going to be all about blue balls and teabagging the opponent. You know? Like, that's... I'm not going to be able to stop myself from talking about teabagging. He does. Captain Tarples does have a bunch of blue balls as well. And they're rather large too. There's just so much blue balls in this team. This one over here, he's got slightly smaller blue balls and they explode all over the enemy's feet. Maybe he's got a foot fetish. Bloop. Look at all that. Look at it. It just leaves a mess on the floor. And this one gets shocked by his blue balls. So, Boss Nass's third ability definitely is him slobbering all over the blue balls. I mean, yeah, he's motorboating. He is, Lord Vader. Like, blue balls, you got to motorboat. You know what I mean? Motorboating helps the blue balls. Because, you know, the blue balls do more damage when the debuffs are there. So, you know, see here? See all these blue balls that you throw on the enemy's feet? All of the enemy's feet? For all the debuffs from motorboating, they do extra damage. So, motorboating helps the blue balls. That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, I see right through CG's marketing strategy here. The motorboating really gets the blue balls going? It does. It does, Wolfie. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. The kit makes a lot more sense explaining it this way. I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It does. It does. I'm sure Jar Jar's going to have some sort of move like Gungan Excitement, Purple Cobra Spitting Attack. Jesus. Squeeze me. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear. I don't even. He's if Jar Jar doesn't have an ability called Squeeze Me, then missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. With all these blue balls coming around at the motorboating, there must be an Squeeze Me. Hopefully he dances around the battlefield, accidentally knocking over something and causing damage. I'm sure they will do. I'm sure they will do Jar Jar's character justice. I mean, look at the blue balls. What? How could they possibly fail? How could they possibly fail? Would you mind? Yeah, I mean, there is that. There is that. There's the Gungans, the Gunganus. So I did put the leadership Zeta on him the other day when we were forced to do the B1 boss node, and it was awful. But I still haven't put any mods on these guys. Motorboating. I mean, he really likes doing it. Misa Jar Jar Binks is his unique. Yeah. probably. Okie day. That'll be another one, right? Okie day. Squeeze me. It's kind of like how Grogu's got yes, 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 and no, 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 right? Boop, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. So yeah, I don't want to place this on. Not just yet. I feel like I need to save the rest of the Zeta mats because I'm sure I'm going to need some, and I want to make sure that I get the best ones for him, you know? What are we missing from Tarpals? Is one of them just additional Relic levels? Probably, right? Yeah, Misa, think of something. Whenever Captain Tarpals attacks out of turn, deal bonus true damage equal to 5% of his mech's protection, which can't be evaded. There's an allied shield generator, start of his turns, dispel all debuffs on himself, ignore taunt, and inflict buff immunity. That's very good. You love the ability named Yes, Yes, Yes? Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Big Booma would be a good one as well. Yeah. How wood? Yeah, it has to be a how wood. There has to be a how wood. Jar Jar should have a lead that is just more random counterproductive stats / effect. I don't think Jar Jar's getting a leadership. I don't think we get a leadership out of Jar Jar. I think Boss Nass is the leader. And Jar Jar is just there to cause mayhem. I think Jar Jar is just there to cause mayhem. I mean, look at this fine specimen of a Gungan. He's got no back, but, you know, he's got nice floppy ears that have been tied together. Why is he green and, like, the others are decidedly less green? Jar Jar better get the Sith tag. You know he's not getting the Sith tag. You know that's not happening. Jar Jar should get a lead. He's a Bombad general after all. Yeah, I can, you know, he could certainly get a lead. I don't know if he's going to or not. I just don't think he will. I don't think he will. That should be his unique Bombad general. Use a Bombad. And he is well liked by the Master Mace. By Master Mace Windu? The issue is that Sith leaders have synergy with any Sith tag. So unless they specify it. Yeah, he's not going to get the Sith tag. Guys, he's not a Sith. Like, you know. It's just, you know. That's the long and short of it. That's the long and short of it. I do need to also throw gear on B1. B1? Stap. We need to gear up and start getting the shards for Stap as well. But that's kind of low priority for me at the moment. Darth Jar Jar made the Empire for Sidious. I bet Sidious was the apprentice the whole time. I think we need to create a little tinfoil hat for Vader. And weld it to his skull. It's for the best. It's for the best. You think Stap is going to be farmable this week? That would be great if he was. I would like Stap to be farmable soon, but I think it's a little bit too early, isn't it? Maybe not, actually. Like, I don't feel the need to do this just because I feel like we've got time before the new raid drops to farm him free to play, you know? Some of those theories can be fun, but the Jar Jar one feels so forced and is legit just bad editing. Yeah, the Jar Jar one is like, it's just a bit silly, let's be honest. You're starting him after Jar Jar, slow farm the shards before weekly shipments. Yeah, I'd rather slow farm. Like, I don't mind if I was certain this guy was going to be a requirement for a legendary. Like, if he was a requirement for Jar Jar, I would be farming him. But I don't think he isn't. We know he's not. And I don't think he's going to be a requirement for a legendary in the next 3 months. So I feel like I can wait for him to go free to play farmable and just smash out the hard node. It's not that long ago we got the comeuppance farmable. And yeah, and they did come around at the same time, didn't they? So yeah, you're probably right. Maybe he'll go farmable when Booma gets added to the game on Thursday. You guys are going to have to swing around on Thursday where we start wailing on the old Booma. We had a couple of donations earlier today. That's going to help hopefully tip us over a little bit. Bum, dum, dum. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, so I'll get around to Stap afterwards. More importantly, I want to make sure that I hold on to the gear and the Chirotech in particular, because I've got to. I'm pretty certain I've got enough Chirotech right now to, like, just one tap through the Booma. We should be able to get him to Relic straight away. But Night Fox, we're not in the same guild. You'll have to ask Karth. You'll have to ask Karth, buddy. So I've got 734 of that Kyro, and I think I've got about 300 of the computers. So unless he's a computer-heavy focused character, we should be okay. Yeah, 350. At worst, it'll be 400. So I think we should be okay as far as Kyro is concerned. Whether we've got all the Gear 12s and the Gear 12 Pluses and all the core gear, I don't know. The Darth Jar Jar one pisses you off because in reality there was an alternative story where Jar Jar, he was going to be a turncoat and betray them at the end. George decided at the last second to make him comedic relief instead, so he could have had an awesome arc, but now we just have goofy Jar Jar with editing so bad people think he's a Sith. Funny. Just wish they add more requirements to those legendary characters, even if we have them at higher relics for other characters. Just makes it harder for new players, i.e. myself. Wish they... Sorry, Jeremiah, I'm not... Are you saying you want legendaries to be harder to get? Rather than easier? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't think I've ever seen anybody say, I wish they'd make legendaries harder to unlock. 15 characters for a GL seems too little. We should be 30. 30 Relic 8 characters to get Rey. So yeah, I'm relatively confident that we've got all the Chirotech that we'll need for Booma. But then we don't know how quickly we're going to get Phalanx, and then we don't know how quickly we're going to get Jar Jar. Bane is easy to unlock and beats all the GLs. I mean, Bane is pretty damn awesome. I really was hoping to get Bane's, whatchamacallit, his Datacron before lock-in for 3v3, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen just because I can maybe get one level 9, and I can't remember what was the thing for this latest set. Is this a Sith one? I think it is a Sith one. So we should be able to get the materials and the... I mean, that's quite a bit, actually. Yeah, we should be able to get one more level 9, and I'm hoping it's Bane. But I'd settle for Sidious as well, before that lock-in for GAC. It's got protection, crit chance, offense. It's okay. So, hopefully we'll get one more level 9 here. That's... I want it to be Bane, just because it would give me extra peace of mind. I was really hoping... I mean, we got 2 Rey ones, we got a Finn one, we got Keller and Beck. My Kit Fisto one has got like 80-something% protection. So it's okay. These last 2 are health. But I just don't want to spend the data cache re-rolling these into protection for, you know, what might be an extra 15% prop. And then I'll have to reassess my 3v3 defense. Everybody gets to have that fun thing of loads of new crons are out, new characters are out, 3v3, how do we play it again? Who knows? It's going to be fun times. Fun times had by everyone. Uh-oh. somebody's in trouble. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Comments. So this team would be great for newer players that are doing GOTB. Really would be. Shame we don't really do that anymore. Do I do roster reviews or just a reaction to a roster? I do roster advice, actually. I know I call them roster reviews when I do the roster review streams and stuff like that, but honestly, I do roster advice. Because I don't think anybody benefits from a review. Somebody going through your account, excuse me. Let me just put my phone on silent so it doesn't keep sounding off like that. Yeah. I don't think anybody benefits from me going through their account and saying, hey, nice account. So I provide advice on how to develop an account. Need to update the Booma Fund project. Well, I do, yes, because we had a couple of super chats through YouTube earlier today, but it's not going to be it's not as straightforward. So if I look at the super chats that we've had today, I think we had some Norwegian krona, which were I think it was said at about $2. We had $10 US, $25 US dollars, and 2. So it's basically $27, but it's 27 times 0.7, 70% of it. So I need to add just under £19, because YouTube takes 30% of all super chats. So I need to add £19 to that, which is still lovely. Still lovely. Just got to Kaiba 2 last GAC round. Me and your 3GLs are going to get boned this 3v3. You'll do fine. You'll do fine. You just have to play so much better than everybody else. That's all. What's your advice on modding GL layer? Max health, offense, speed? She doesn't. Offense is not the way. She doesn't have a particularly high offense stat, truth be told. So you can mod her for a decent amount of speed. Max health is really nice. Tenacity is also really good. I tend to mod mine for a lot of health and a bit of speed, because that's where the damage comes from her ult. Am I concerned by the current character buy-in for Naboo raid is standing at 8 or 9 new characters, including 1 Journey and 1 Conquest character? The Endor raid was 5 new characters, which included a GL. For me personally, Queen Amidala as a Conquest unit does not bother me. The way I look at it is, whenever a Conquest unit comes out, I'm at least Relic 7ing that Conquest unit day one. I've done that for every single Conquest unit. I do that anyway, because Conquest units almost always are worth it. And sometimes they're really worth it. Look at Bane, right? So Queen Amidala doesn't bother me so much. The Master Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan worries me a little bit, especially if they don't have this accelerated marquee or bonus drop marquee like the Gungans do. Because if they're not and they're pivotal to raid performance, that's kind of scummy, because they're going to drop and not be farmable properly before the raid is live, most likely. That I don't particularly like. The Gungans would bother me, because they're still largely inaccessible to many people, but they will at least be free to play farmable by the time the raid goes live. This raid is nowhere near as accessible as the speeder bike raid was. Okay, it isn't. It just simply isn't. Because the speeder bike raid had a bunch of old classic characters that a lot of people had geared up, either through requirements for things or through, just sheer fact of the age of the characters, like Imperial Troopers. Loads of people have got Imperial Troopers. Executor, you get Piet and stuff like that. Han, you've got Jabba. There's a lot of crossover in the speeder bike raid, so a lot of people could do well right out the rip. This one isn't nearly the same way, right? Because originally I thought we'd have Qui-Gon Jinn which a lot of people will have geared up thanks to the Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron, for example. They're like, yeah, absolutely, we'll have at least a Relic 3 Qui-Gon Jinn rolling around on most accounts. But now we're getting Master Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't think OG Qui-Gon Jinn is going to be part of the Galactic Republic or Jedi tag for this raid. So it's like, okay, so there's one less character. Are they really going to add a bunch of like Kit Fistos and Eth Koths and Ima Dais as the Jedi that we get to use? And we're also having Master Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan and then all the Gungans. Now, don't get me wrong, we'll have a bunch of Separatists that many people will have geared up to high relics, but it's not going to have nearly the same impact as the Speeder Bike raid. So I'm not concerned so much for myself, because I'm already wailing on the Gungans and I'm going to get them day one and I'll have Jar Jar day one. Straight in going for the raid, you know? The Master Qui-Gon and the Obi-Wan one irritates me a little bit, but if they also throw at us a bunch of Jedi Galactic Republic characters that are trashed here, that nobody has got at high relics, then I'm thinking it's going to be pretty scummy. It's a very good question, Avorius, to be honest. It's a very good question. Because I could go into, you know, Galactic Republic or Jedi or whatever, and I could just filter by lowest equipped. We'd be able to see, right? Let's go Galactic Republic, right? And I just flip it. So we know Queen Amidala is going to be in there, that's fair. But if they throw in stuff like Kit Fisto and Cup and Eth Koth and Ima Dai and Luminara and Jedi Knight Guardian and Consular and Clone Wars Chewbacca is unlikely, but he might be, and Plo Koon, it would suck. Like, that would suck. I can't see Bad Batch being part of it. I can't even see Clones 501st. Barriss, maybe. Ahsoka Tano, maybe. Qui-Gon Jinn, I don't think so because we're getting a new one. Ayla Secura, maybe. So it doesn't leave Cam. I can see Cam being a requirement, to be honest. I can see that being an absolute requirement. And it's kind of rubbish for them to do that because he's going to be really inaccessible for newer players, you know? C-3PO might be, but that would be back-to-back raids for him. So Grandmaster Yoda, maybe. Mace, maybe. Keller and Beck, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they had Keller and Beck. GK, no. Shakti, maybe. Fives, no. Padme, maybe. Probably not because we're getting Queen Amidala, but maybe. R2-D2, maybe. Cat, no. Gas, no. JMK, no. So it's like, it's a little bit like, who are they going to use? Are they going to use these? If they do, I think it's scummy, just because there are so many new characters coming to the game. And these raids are short-lived. 9-month raids, not a whole lot of time to get your money back on these characters. Take a look at the Separatists. I don't think we'll get Geos. I don't think we'll get Geos as requirements, because they were really Attack of the Clones. Asajj, probably not. Magna Guard? Sure. B2? Sure. B1? Sure. Wat Tambor? Probably, to be honest. Newt Gunray? Absolutely. I think Newt Gunray is a cert. GG is a maybe. Dooku is a maybe. Django is a maybe. Stap? 100%. Trench? Possibly. Droideka? Probably. Droideka? Absolutely. He was introduced in Phantom Menace, wasn't he? So Droideka is definitely being there. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So, it would be nice to know which characters they are planning, and it would be nice to know if they're changing any of the mechanics. You know, like how with the Speeder Bike raid, we had certain class types did certain things, and we had to mod them differently to achieve certain bonuses and effects. I'm hoping they don't do that. We're probably going to get faction bonuses again, which is fine, but I'm hoping they're not going to be changing entire kits. Based on what we see within Conquest right now for the Sector 3 boss node, I don't think we're going to have completely revitalized kits. But we don't know, right? We don't know. No guarantees. You can see Darth Maul. Sorry. Wait. Oh, you could see Darth Maul replace GG in the raid. See Darth Maul replace GG in the raid. How do you mean? Yeah, 70% goes to me, yeah. Yeah. Your trench's strongest soldier. Sorry, I don't know why. For some reason, the YouTube chat wasn't updating there, and I've just had a bunch of messages all come through at once. I apologize, YouTube. I've not been ignoring you. Your messages just haven't been appearing for me in my chat. They've all popped up at once now. How rough is it going to be in Erodium 1 with just Slacker and Executor at 5.5 million? Just got promoted last season, feel I'm about to get walloped. Maybe you will. I don't know, Big Ninja. I'm not sure what Erodium meta is like. I have no exposure to it. Plo would be a nice addition. His ship is awesome. I wouldn't mind. If Plo is a requirement and is really good, I'd be happy. Because it gives me an excuse to relic him up. Because I'd like to relic him up for fleet. But I'm not going to do it until he's a requirement. We'll get a naked C-3PO from the Phantom Menace. Darth Maul isn't a separatist, I agree. GG is, but Darth Maul was a bigger part of the Phantom Menace and GG wasn't. So Darth Maul in the raid and GG not. That'd be my guess on the meaning and a good point if I'm understanding. Okay. I understand. I feel like Darth Maul should be a boss within the raid. I've gone over this before. Like, what my idea of what the Naboo raid would be. Like, back in January, I put forward my idea for a 3-part raid for Battle for Naboo. 3-phase raid, where you start off in the fields with the Gungans and the energy fields and all that nonsense. And then you do the assault on Theed. So you break into the capital city, and then you finish off with a duel against Maul. Right? That would be my idea of how the raid should go. I don't think Maul is going to be a playable character for us in the raid. I think he has a very good chance of being an enemy. He's not going to be usable by us as a character because he doesn't have the Separatist tag. And that's, the tags that they were giving. Now, granted, in the Speeder Bike raid, they gave Jedi Knight Luke the Rebel tag for the raid. Maybe they'll do that for Maul. Maybe they will. I think it's unlikely, but they might. In the raid, Darth Maul mirrors GG's kit or something to make it more lore accurate, or Darth Maul gets a Separatist tag while in the raid. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. They might. I would rather just have him as a boss. I would rather Darth Maul be a boss within the raid, because I feel like raids need to have bosses. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel like a raid. Who cares about killing a bunch of B1s? Am I right? Sign up for GAC? Absolutely. Hey everybody, public service announcement right now to the entirety of the tribe watching the show. Sign up to GAC. Do it before you forget. Even though we're going to resave our rosters later, we are so joining now. Sign up. Yeah. Oof, I nearly got squished out of Kyber 1. That sucks. The Speeder Bike raid is so weak compared to the Trayer or the Tank raid. Missed that stuff. The Heroic Sith raid was top tier raiding. Crate felt was more like a raid than the Speeder Bike, 100%. I actually played the Crate raid. I just alter the Speeder Bike and call it a day. I play the Speeder Bike raid because I really care about my rewards. And, I've got to try and help the guild hit that top box, even though I'm like one of the lowest contributors in my current guild. I still try. But I tried at the Crate raid as well, I didn't enjoy the Crate raid because I think it was just burnout. Doing it twice a week, I was suffering from real burnout from playing the Crate raid. I was like, do I really have to do this again? I don't mind so much with the Speeder Bike raid because the runs are pretty quick and it's once every 6 days. So it's like, okay, that's fine. Check number 13 in Kyber 2. Name and title. You always expect the most lazy design from CG. People will wail on anything if they offer as a new raid. I mean, there is a part of that. It would be cool if different factions played different parts. Jedi versus Maul, Gungans in the field, everyone else in the capital. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it though, Maul. I think we're going to get a one-size-fits-all raid. Okay, so... Kyber 2, number 13. Is that you, then, Night Fox? Uruk? The better general? Empire 501st? Huh? Is it showing as a different one in yours? Oh, who is it on yours, Night Fox? It would be cooler. Oh, sorry. I feel the tank raid was A+, Sith Tyrant raid was an A, crate was a D, and the speedrun an F. That's fair. I mean, I guess I didn't care as much about the tank raid because I think it should have ended with GG, not started with GG. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it's cool to take down a tank, but it would have been cooler if you take down the tank and say GG jumps out of the tank and you fight GG right at the end, rather than fight him first. To me, that would be cooler. You definitely like the once a cadence week? Yeah, me too, for sure, for sure, for sure. On a graph, it's a downward trend. Yeah, but I mean, I've said this before. Like, I will air my grievances about things I don't like in this game. I try to be respectful. Sometimes I miss the mark there. But I'm always willing to reserve my judgment. From what I've heard about what we know about the raid so far, which is very little, and what we've seen within Conquest, which we don't know for sure is going to be what we actually get for the raid, I'm not impressed, and it looks like it's going to be dull. However, I'm more than happy to reserve judgment and see what it's like when it launches. Maybe CG can do a really good Uno reverse and turn this raid into something awesome. Maybe they will, and I really hope they do. But we don't know. The guy's name is Rubmy, and his title is Yubnub. Rubmy Yubnub. What a great name. He's moved to 18 on yours. There he is. 17 on mine. Rubmy Yubnub. Wampanoms. You much prefer the Endor raid to the crate raid, but I'm also able to get much better rewards in the Endor raid. That's fair. Tank raid was so much fun. The tank raid was okay. Like, what I liked about the Sith raid was the actual challenge of it. Because the Sith raid felt challenging without being obnoxious. If you follow me. The Sith raid was like, we had to build specific teams within our rosters for each phase until it got to the point that GLs could just solo it, right? Before all that came around, and before we had stuff like Gas and the 501st, we had, individual teams like JTR for phase 1, right? Stuff like that. And we had certain Jedi teams, and then you had like Chex Mix in phase 3 and all this sort of nonsense. And then it was like the kitchen sink in the final phase to get us over the line. That process of learning the raid and trying to beat it was really cool in the Heroic Sith. Plus, you were facing off against a triumvirate of Sith Lords, and then you fight them all combined at the end. It was really cool. It was like, it felt like it had stakes. It felt like there were stakes in it. I could really eat a steak right now. So that, to me, was entertaining. The tank raid was still fun. Sith raid was peak for me, for sure. They don't invest to make great raids anymore. They care only about revenue with low spending. I think they try to get new content out quicker because I think they've realized that spending a year building a raid to have it beat and people bored with it within, a month isn't a good use of their time. So instead, they're trying to streamline the raid process just so that they can introduce something new every 9 months and keep things a little bit fresher for people, I guess. But yes, you make an absolute point about trying to increase spending in the game and earn more revenue. That's their job as a business, right? You love the Sith raid so much? So did I. It was awesome. Tank and Sith took strategy? It did, yeah. I still remember the YOLO solo team for Hat. Was that McMole that came up with that? Was it McMole that did the YOLO solo raid video? You applied your damn GMY Zeta for phase 1 for like 2 weeks before Jedi Knight Revan. Wolfie got cucked. Yeah. And you get shard rewards. Yeah, the shard rewards were huge. Whenever a new character got added, you thought about how they could be used in the raid. Yeah, exactly. And now we can't do any of that because, it's all prescribed stuff. I think they have to make raids easier because you have so much things to do like GAC and Conquest. You have to lower the time requirement or people get bored. Maybe. I mean, there is a big time requirement. in the game right now. There is. But unfortunately for me, like that's, you know, GAC is the game mode that I enjoyed the most. That's where I love the most is GAC. That gets my blood going, you know? But I like the strategizing that we have to do for raids. I like figuring out teams and figuring out what works and how can we build around the restrictions that we have in raids. And that's what was a little bit frustrating about recent raids is there was very limited room to breathe. And now that my account is getting to the end game where I have more of the toys to play with to figure this stuff out, I feel like I can actually make content on it, you know? Whereas in the past, I wouldn't necessarily have all the tools in my toolbox to make videos. And now I feel like I can, which is great. So, Sith Raid is almost certainly the GOAT. It is for me. Like, Sith Raid is still top tier. Sith Raid is definitely top tier. Clop LFC. Clippity clop. We got a bonus energy to collect. We should get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You remember they nerfed the tank raid after a month. Did they, Mole? Like, the tank raid had been out for a while before I started playing. I joined in June 2018. That's when I started playing. I feel like all raids had certain teams requirements. Just back then it was more fun because of community. We had to figure out teams there were. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Like there were teams that operated best in certain phases. Like almost like it was built to have, oh, you should have this team, right? But like people have said, it's like new characters come out and you'd be like, oh, actually, this could have really good raid applications. You know? What skill rating am I at? Not high, dude. I'm like right at the bottom of Kaiba 1 at the minute. Like 630? Yeah, 3636. 36, baby. My old guild was asking for Shaq 501st for the Sith Raid. That's because Shaq 501st could do like 70 million damage. It was huge. I think Gas can now solo Sith. From start to finish. Besides, Shaq T501st was great back then because you needed it to get cam shards as well. So it was like, yeah, it's a double whammy. A double whammy. Yeah. Check T5 first is still a fun squad as well. Still a fun squad. I'm sure I probably have teams to put down on defense, but I'll do that after the stream. I'll do that after the stream. After the stream, yeah, after the stream. Good luck farming them crons then. I haven't had the best of luck with my crons. Not the best. The team makes 80 million damage if you get the start. If you start, yeah, you'd need to clear through. Basically, I think you could usually, when it first came out, you could clear through about 50% of P2, all the way through to the end. It was good times. It was good times. But it took correct modding, correct strategy, and a little bit of luck. Have you considered having better luck? I've tried, Wolfie. I've sent off an application actually to the Ministry of Luck, with a very heartfelt request for some additional luck. And I've sent them screenshots of all of my Datacrons, and I've said, look at this bullshit. And I've just, tried to see if they're willing to just give me, a +1 to luck. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. We're fresh out of luck. Sorry, guys. There's a bit of a luck shortage going on right now. Most of your score came from Imperial Troopers soloing the Treya phase. You had no slacker. I had no slacker for the entirety of Heroic Sith being relevant as well. Where you at? I'm right here, buddy. I'm right here. Like, what do you mean where I'm at? Oh, for Gag? 3636. So at the bottom of Kaiba 1, buddy. The bottom of Kaiba 1. Deathstorm with the Night Sisters. I still don't have Night Sisters, so I couldn't Deathstorm any Night Sisters. But I could Shakti it. My Night Sisters are still an absolute travesty. Look at them. They're pathetic. Pathetic Night Sisters. Damn, no fun? Why, were you rocking Death's Helm? Doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. I'm hoping to go 2-1 at the very least this week. Actually, screw that. We're going 3-0 this week, guys. This first week at 3v3, we're going 3-0. I can feel it in my giblets. Top 200 next to the Wolfie. Nice. Nice. Boom, boom, ba, ba, da, bam, dum, dum, dum. Yeah, I lost a bunch of skill rating because I missed a week off. And that dropped me by about 76 skill rating. And then when I came back, I fluffed my Gar ISC counter to gas. And that cost me the win in the last round. Won't be with top 200 once the rest of the community joins? Now, most people probably haven't joined just yet. You're going to match up with Wolfie. Are you guys literally the same skill rating right now? That's huge. Boop, boop, bip, bim, bim, dim, bim. You're close though. Within a couple of points. That's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. I haven't actually checked to see if I recognize anybody around me. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my bones. 3v3's all around me. And so the dread it grows. Where is my wanking? There it is. Vincent Laserbrain is next to me. That's quite the name. Dorian Pendragon, like Arthur Pendragon. Animus, Vito. Captain Dark Seraph. Thorb. It's Mona Lisa. Captain Swag, Garma Vigan, Valro 86, Jared Summer, Master Commander 1234. He's got no equal. He's in Shadowlands as well. 3712 to 3710. So there are maybe too many people between us. There might be. Hey, what's going on, Taylor? Yeah, it's only the people that joined. Yeah, as soon as you hit that sign up button, it places you, and then your position in the ladder will move accordingly. You are gaining good score until they masquerade Finzada. Masquerade? Doom, bep, dim, boom. Ah, StarCraft 111. Cool. Oh, massacred Finzada. Gotcha. You were 25th in Kyber 2. Never seen myself so high on the leaderboard, then I dropped out of the top 50. Yep. Any more trial and error with that Leviathan counter? I run it every day. I've lost with it once. I lost with it once the other day. So it's definitely not a 100% counter. It can definitely fail. Again, it was standard stuff. It was standard stuff like not stripping the protection from the B-28 bomber. It is shift down. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, mate. It is not fun. Still sounds like good. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. I'd say it's every bit as reliable as any other Leviathan mirror. It usually does just come down to... Well, I mean, I don't know why sometimes it doesn't work. Just sometimes it just refuses to work. So obviously we got the run out the gate there, but doesn't matter if they did actually get their attack out. We didn't get the disruption. That's usually the worst part. If you don't clear the disruption, that's usually the worst part. The worst sign, as it were. But it's not, you know, it's not always the end of the world. Hey, Trouble, how you doing, brother? Just basic. We got Days on the Sith Fighter, so we'll call in Marauder, or Malgus, rather. And then we'll call in the Leviathan, the Scimitar. Hide people. That's just basic, actually. He's got crit hit immunity, so we're not going to do shed loads of damage. It would be great if we could get a turn over here without counterattacking, because that did that. And I really, really, really wanted to not have that happen so that I could gain more TM. But it's still okay. Has he still got heal immunity? He does. Let's do a big hit. He must still have a crit hit immunity. Pew-pew-pew-pew-pew. Alright. If you get rid of the bomber, it's almost a guaranteed win. Almost a guaranteed win. Alright, so I'll go over here. Hit you. Get the bonus turn meter. We don't need to call any reinforcements, so I'll just use a basic. I'm just using this as testing more than anything. Saying, you know, how would I play this in a real GAC match? Won't call any additional reinforcements. Lurking while working. Happy to hear it, brother. Let's hide people. And then I can go over here, because he's got full health right now, right? Yeah, he's got full health, so we gain extra turn meter again. Get rid of Sith Assassin, hopefully. Take away the capital ship. Alrighty then. Look, we've got another use of this. I hear that can glitch out though, so I'm not going to use it. I don't know why I did that. That was a complete waste. I assume you're spreading the damage to keep hitting everyone under 100%. That's... Well, I mean, the idea is to try and trigger it with Sith Assassin as much as possible. But sometimes the retribution causes... Oh, crap, I've just caused it to crash, haven't I? I wasn't thinking. Sorry, I was chatting. Oh, okay, it fixed itself. That's good. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I tried to make sure that Sith Assassin's the one to drop them below 100% health to gain the biggest turn meter gains. But sometimes retribution causes you to lose that opportunity because it forces the taunt to be active again, and that can be frustrating. But usually it's not the end of the world. Pew pew pew. Yep, so it looks like it worked absolutely fine this time. Get feared. Go. Get feared. You are feared. You're so afraid. You're too afraid. Oh yeah. Looking good. Looking good. But yeah, it is a pretty reliable counter overall from my experience. It's just sometimes things go a little bit squiffy. As I find sometimes things just can go squiffy in Leviathan mirrors. Just happens sometimes, you know? Happens to the best of us. Sometimes it goes a little wonky. Boom, boom, boom. It's just the best banners I've found in GAC. Yeah, I mean, it is good banners. It is good banners. Yeah. But less than Profundity mirrors. Oh god, yes. No, don't even talk to me about Profundity right now. Like, Profundity is so in my bad books at the moment. For just being a filthy casual and not assisting. Just sitting back, you know, thinking it can just rest on its laurels and not assist. I've lost so many fleet battles thanks to Profundity recently just not assisting. It's made me very sad. Very, very sad. Alright, cool. I'm going to wrap up the stream now, guys, I think. I've done about 5-6 hours of streaming today, so I think I've earned the right to have a snack. Have a snack tea. Let's see who's live today. Make sure you all swing around tomorrow. We're going to be doing some roster reviews, trying to raise a little bit of extra of that fundage for a good old Booma who's coming this week. It's going to be the tits. I can't wait. It's going to be great. So let's see. Who is live at the moment? Who's live right now? Sweens. Sweens is live. I'll send you over. He's playing That's Not My Neighbor. I'm not sure what that is. But Sweens is part of the Swagger community and we like to support our fellow content creators. Make sure you say hello to Mr. Sweens and call him such a beautiful human being. I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Good night.